Hi, this is Jesse Brown here, United Volleyball Supply, volleyballusa.com, here to show you how our 4-inch PTS system sets up. We have it here in one bag. Unzip it here. And we've pre-attached the net to the poles. This is a service we offer if you'd like us to do this work for you. I'll walk you through the process. Okay, so pick out the spot where I'd like to set it up. Got the net rolled up on the pole. Unwrap it here. This system utilizes a 3-piece telescoping aluminum pole. We'll touch on the fact that if you chose to attach your net to your poles yourself, it helps to leave the cable at the top with about a foot of space here, and to make your loop in your rope, or if you chose to get a steel cable on the bottom, just as it exits the net right here. As we set it up further, I'll point it out later how that makes things easier for you. Base piece of the pole here. This is a ribbed telescoping pole. You'll see the outer fins here and the inner edges here, and they come together so that the pole cannot twist on the inside. You can always find your push button here. Telescope this out here. Again, line up the ribs. Push button tight. Now you'll see here that I have the poles laying on the ground. I'm one person setting it up all by myself. Often people think, well, do I need another person to help me stand it up? And I'll show you that because our systems are American made, because our nets have some weight to them, you can set it up by yourself. So this system comes with 3 guy wires for each pole. You can set it up often with 2. If the grass has got some moisture to it, or if it's rained recently, we find that the 3 guy wire system gives you extra pulling power to get your net tighter for that guitar string tension we strive for. So this is an adjustable guy wire strap. There's a portion of the strap that's sewn onto the cam buckle. It has a loop on the end of it that's going to go over the top of the pole. There's a portion of the guy wire strap that has a loop in it for your hand. You're going to grab it like this and you're going to pull on it. It's going to pull in one direction and it won't pull in the other. There's a little press button here that you press and it'll release the tension for you. So I'm going to start looping them over the top of the pole. Paying attention to, again, loop the top that's sewn onto the cam buckle. That's what I'm putting over the top of the pole. So at this point now, I'm going to grab a hammer and stakes. We don't include hammers with our sets. Most people own them already. A big rock will be sufficient also. Inside the stake bag we've got 6 stakes. We use a long 12-inch galvanized steel stake with the small profile head on it. And the reason for this small profile head is that you've got 2 chain links attached to the guy wire. Some companies will put a fairly large head on it, thinking, oh, this is easier to hit. Well, what you'll find is that as you pound it into the ground, it's got a big, large head on it right here. It's something you're likely to step on, you know? Cutting your foot, if you slide on it on your knees, you might cut yourself. So our goal here is to take this smaller profile head, and we're gonna slam it below grade. So I can't hurt myself now if I step on it. You notice I'm hammering my stakes at just a slight angle, giving me a little bit extra advantage as the net tension tries to pull it in the opposite direction. You'll also notice that as the guy wires come off the pole, the longer the distance away from the pole, the greater advantage you have for your stakes to not pull out of the ground. So I've got my 3 guy wire straps in. And now you'll see that again, just with myself being one person, no help, I'm going to be able to stand my pull up, tug on my guy wire straps, pull standing by itself. I'm going to grab the 3 other stakes, 3 other guy wires. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look over at the other guy wires to kind of get an idea where I want my guy wire straps to end up. Again, I'm attaching the top of the pole to the strap that's sewn onto the cam buckle. I'll point out something here too, that even though our stakes are nice and long, 12 inches long, that when it comes time to pull them out at the end of the day, you're simply just going to tug it out at the angle it was inserted in. So it's quite easy to remove. You need to reposition it in below grade. Tension, you can always press the button to relieve it. Now I can start tugging on my guy wires. And what this is creating the top tension of your volleyball system here. People have asked us many times, is there a stake that goes inside the pole? And we don't put a stake inside the pole because often, just like this, you'll see that there's an angle in your pole and you need to straighten it out. There's a lot of downward pressure on this pole, so you're gonna lift it and move it back over a little bit. Again, applying more tension on the top of the net. This is where having the 3 guy wires really comes in, because it spreads the load of this tension so that the stakes don't pop out of the soft, wet grass. So I've achieved the top net tension, tar string tight. People often ask, like, well, do I need to put something underneath the pole? And as you can see, the pole is compressing itself down into the grass. And you can run into this pole, and this pole is steady. Got this pole tight. It's your choice if you'd like to come back and just calibrate the pole so that everything is nice and straight. Tug away. And what we're shooting for with this system, being a pro tournament system, is pro tournament tension. And as you can see, we've got very little sag, if any, in this net. That is extremely tight. Now to tighten the bottom of the net, we've got this cam buckle strap built into the midsection of the pole here. And there's a button that I can press to release the tension, and I can put my hand through this loop, and I can pull down on it to get the bottom of the net tight. Our goal is to get the bottom about as tight as the top, so that when the ball enters the net, it'll play out. Again, professional level competition. In addition, on this net here, we've got 3 grommets with 3 extra tie ropes. Typically, if it's not very windy out, you don't have to use them. This is a heavy 4-inch net. As you can see, looking at this netting, it's a straight panel of netting. The extra tie ropes are not necessary. They're optional if you'd like to use them. So here you have it, Volleyball USA's Pro Tournament System. I'm Jesse Brown. Feel free to call if you've got extra questions.